Just a disclaimer before we start this video, pumpkin spice is trash. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad that everybody was able to tune into another video. I have definitely slowed down my upload, so I'm doing basically once a week because trying to teach and plan and also record videos while also actually being able to read so that I can record videos, it's a wild task that I don't know if I'm necessarily up to. Shout out to all the educators that are on BookTube, especially like Ashley from Bookish Realm. Like, I admire you for the way that you're able to somehow upload like multiple times a week. It's just wild. I decided to do the Finally Fall book tag. This is the first tag that I've ever done on BookTube, so I'm super excited about it. I really got it from seeing RC from Neku the Book Lock. If I just murdered your channel title, I apologize. I saw him do it. I love his channel. That's where I got the book tag from. I will link like the channel that like it originally originated from. You know, I've only been here for a short amount of time, so I'm not really in the know like that, but I'll link all of that in the description box. But it's the beginning of fall. The weather is sort of getting cooler. It's time to pull out some cardigans, some turtlenecks. It's my time of year. It's really my time of year. So the Finally Fall book tag, I'm going to give some book recommendations. I love giving book recommendations, so this is my chance to shine. I've been reading a lot of books lately, a lot of books that kind of have gotten me in the fall mood, so I think that this is right up my alley, giving these suggestions. So if you're interested in seeing me do the Finally Fall book tag, keep on watching and let's get into it. Okay, so the first prompt is, in fall, the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. And so I was thinking, like, vivid setting, it doesn't necessarily have to be super bright and, you know, happy to have a vivid setting. And so I was thinking, like, where you can really picture every single thing. And this setting isn't necessarily crisp and clear either. It's almost like foggy, kind of dark, but it really is perfect for fall, and that is The Street by Ann Petrie. So this book takes place in Harlem in the 1940s, and it follows Ludi Johnson, and she is a single mother, and she has just moved into this neighborhood, and it all just has that aspect of like community, and like it's a little bit cold, like it doesn't have a warm sense of community. Things are like bone chilling, and odd things are happening in this neighborhood, and she's experiencing a lot of different things, and it just has that perfect fall feel. And so I think that this is the perfect read for fall. Like, you know, fall colors, this comes later in the tag, but it does have, you know, that sort of, that bit of ashiness, you know, that you get. You know, make sure that you guys are lotioning up during this weather, to all my people of color. This book has the setting, you literally feel like you're there. I think that a lot of books by Black authors, specifically from like, you know, that were written in like the 50s, 60s, that take place in Harlem, they are perfect for fall. The next prompt is, nature is beautiful but also dying. Name a book that is beautifully written but also deals with a heavy topic like loss or grief. And I think that really the only book that I could pick for this is How We Fight for Our Lives by Saeed Jones. I did an entire blog post about this where I kind of reflected on how I was dealing with a lot of grief while reading this book, and how he himself is writing about grief. He talks about his mother. There's so much in this book that just reflects on how to really like fight and overcome a lot of the sadness and the trauma that you face throughout life. And so I think that How We Fight for Our Lives is also a perfect memoir to pick up during the fall. The next one is, fall is back to school season. Share a nonfiction book that taught you something new. And I think that really the two books that I would have to pick in terms of nonfiction would have to be, they both concern the Black Panther Party, they both concern Black revolutionaries. So I'd have to pick Revolutionary Suicide by Huey P. Newton and Asada, an autobiography by Asada Shakur. And both of these really changed me a lot this summer, reading them, especially with everything that was going on this summer. I learned a lot and was really able to sort of like rethink a lot of my politics, where I'm at in terms of like prison abolition, police abolition. And it definitely informed a lot of my ways of thinking currently. And so I think that Revolutionary Suicide, it's fantastically written by Huey P. Newton, and it really just gives you a lot of insight. Like, after you finish this book, you're gonna be like, why do prisons exist? And in terms of Asada, it really gives you, like the fact that it is a Black woman speaking about her experiences and just, academia and her process of learning and her involvement in the Black Panther Party and activism and her imprisonment. And it really just both of these books I would say are required reading. So I would definitely pick these up during the fall when you have some downtime and are really able to sit down and read something that will make you think. The next prompt is, in order to keep warm, it's good to spend some time with the people we love. Name a fictional family or household / friend group that you'd like to be a part of. With this one, and I don't have this book with me because I got it from the library, but I'll project the cover. I included this in my reading wrap up for last month, but Anger is a Gift. Moss's family and the chosen family that has really formed in Anger is a Gift. I would love to be a part of it. There's such like a diverse group of people, and I'm not just talking about like race, because they, it's a clan, a group of a chosen family of Black and brown people, and they're lesbians, they're gay, they're non-binary, they're trans, and they all really just like have created this family sort of surrounding like their struggles and a lot of the trauma that they've had to face. And I think that that chosen family is a beautiful thing, and I would love to have a family like that. And I think that I have sort of in my adult years and like college years going into my adult years really been able to form my own chosen family. And so yeah, Moss's family from Anger is a Gift is beautiful, and I would encourage everybody to pick up that book. I think of fall, I think of orange, I think of browns, I think of just like those warm colors that really remind me of just like burning a candle. And so I put together all of these, like the spine for Jazz and Notes of a Native Son, and this collection of poems, and In the Dream House, which I still haven't actually read. All of these books, they just give me fall feels. This will probably be my thumbnail. They just have those warm colors, and I love books. I have a lot of books that are like orange-ish and brown, and I love those colors. Fall is the perfect time for some storytelling by the fireside. Share a book wherein someone is telling a story. Bird Box. I talked about this in one of my reading wrap-ups. Bird Box was such a good book, and like the storytelling, it was like super captivating. And I think that this would be a good book to just kind of like sit around a fire. You could read this to your friends. Like, I feel like if you got like a really good storyteller to like tell this story, it would be great. Maybe like a group read. So I definitely would encourage this to be one of your fall reads if you're looking for something that is kind of like thrilling and interesting. The next prompt is, the nights are getting darker, share a dark, creepy read. And I had to do this because Randall Keenan recently passed away, and he really impacted a lot of queer readers, Black queer readers and writers in their lives. And I've had this book, I talked about it in the video where I showcased like my bookshelf, what books I had on my bookshelf, and said that I had never finished this book, but it literally was one of the first books that I ever like ordered on my own with my own money by a Black gay author. And so like I definitely have to finish it, but I did restart it, and it is a creepy book, but it's so beautifully written. Like, I think now that I'm a little bit older, I really can appreciate the writing and seeing the way that people sort of reflecting on Randall Keenan and how impactful this book and his other writings were on their lives. I just have to really get into this book, and I will definitely do a review. So I would encourage everybody to pick this up if you're looking for a dark, creepy book by a Black queer author with supernatural elements. Definitely would recommend A Visitation of Spirits by Randall Keenan. The days are getting colder. Name a short, heartwarming read that could warm up somebody's cold and rainy day. This one, I do not read a lot of heartwarming books. I think that I definitely read a lot of literary fiction, and then the nonfiction that I do read isn't very happy. But I did pick up Heartstopper Volume 1 from my library. I've seen so many people talk about it, and I said that I wanted to start reading a little bit more romance, especially after I read Red, White, and Royal Blue. And so I thought that this is a romance and it's a graphic novel. Plus, look at the fall theme. You see the leaves falling. And so I picked this up, breezed through it in maybe an hour, 2 hours maybe. It's a graphic novel, so just flip the pages, read the commentary, look at the cute pictures, and it was so good. It was so good, and I was so fulfilled after reading it. It did leave me with a super huge cliffhanger, but I did put Heartstopper Volume 2 when it comes out in physical form, put that on hold at the library. And if anybody knows how I can maybe get a digital of this, if it has already come out, because I did see some people talking about reviews, they may have gotten ARCs of the book. I'm not big enough to get ARCs yet, but if anybody knows any more information about this series, let me know. But it was absolutely adorable. It was heartwarming. It was just so good. And I read it in the middle of the week, and it made the rest of my week so great. So Heartstopper by Alice Osman. Fall returns every year. Name an old favorite that you'd like to return to soon. So I really had to think about this because there are so many books that I really want to reread. But really what came to mind was a series of unfortunate events. When I was younger, my mother got me a collection of the series of unfortunate events books, when they all come in the plastic, and I got it for, I think, Christmas. And I ended up donating, me and my brother, we donated all of the books from our childhood and our middle school years. But I do plan on repurchasing them and rereading the series of unfortunate events series because it is such a good series of books. It's creepy, it's interesting. Really wasn't all that happy with the Netflix series. Don't kill me if you did enjoy it. But I actually am one of those people that enjoyed the movie because I firmly believe that the narrator should have been British. I didn't need old dude from Fairly Odd Parents narrating the series of unfortunate events. It just wasn't it. So I definitely want to get into a series of unfortunate events again. I'll let all of you know. I may do a reading vlog or something when I do repurchase the series and start reading it again. And then last but not least, fall is the perfect time for cozy reading nights. Share your favorite cozy reading accessories. I think what is necessary to read cozily, and it depends on if it's the morning or the evening. Morning, you gotta have a good coffee cup. For both morning and night reading, you have to have your good blanket. This is my reading blanket. Some candles. I recently bought some new candles, and I absolutely love them. Burning a candle while reading changes things dramatically. If it's night, grab a good bottle of wine. I'm gonna drop my wine suggestions up here. If anybody else has any wine suggestions, drop them and you're 21 or older. Drop it in the description box below, but I'll put my suggestions up here. And a snack. I saw some people saying that they don't like to eat snacks while they read. I snack while I read. Flamin' Hot Cheetos. The Flamin' Hots while you read, they change things. you know, a good sour cream and onion chip, a cheddar and sour cream, Lay's, you know, some Ruffles. Some Ruffles really go well with a nice book. But snacks. And my glasses, of course. Do glasses count as an accessory because I kind of need them? But either way, those are all of my cozy reading accessories. Let me know, what do you need to read? What are your favorite fall reading accessories? What are your favorite fall reads? Drop any suggestions in the comment section below. And I am inviting all of you to do this tag. If you watch my videos, if you're subscribed to my channel, do this tag because I'm super excited to see what else everybody does, enjoys reading, and enjoys drinking during the fall. I hope you enjoyed me doing the Finally Fall book tag. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give this a thumbs up, press that subscribe button, and drop something in the comment section below. I will see all of you in the next one, and always remember that you are loved.